Hi, I'm Tiffany from A Crafting Alley, designing for 12 by 12 cardstock shop. In this video, I am going to show you how to make this pretty Best Mom banner, perfect for Mother's Day. So you see all my pieces cut out here, and I use my electronic die cutting machine to cut out all the pieces. And here you see me using my little tiny glue pen from Tonic Studios. I love this little pen. It's very handy for getting into little tiny small spaces. And this video is sped up quite a bit, you know, for the sake of time. But I glued down this pretty piece. It's really delicate, so when you do cut it out, you want to make sure you have a nice sticky mat and a sharp blade on your cutting machine. So because these areas are so tiny, I use liquid glue, and you'll see me gluing down this portion of the rose. The rose is 3 layers. Then I love dimensions, so you see me looking for my foam tape here to add some foam tape to the back and place it on the leaf portions. I also use my little foam squares. But really, probably the quickest thing to do is just use a few pieces of foam tape. You have to take off less backings using your foam tape. And you see me double the foam tape, and that's because I realized the little foam squares were a little bit thicker than the foam tape. So to make the dimension even, I added an extra layer. And you see the leaf layers here, there are 2 colors. So here I'm probably thinking what I want to do, whether or not I want to add foam tape or liquid glue, but you can see I chose dimension as usual. And I was smarter this time and used the foam tape instead of a whole bunch of little squares. Look how pretty. I love how the roses come out. And the little top piece is just delicate enough. But not too delicate. And I believe I used Pop Tones bubble gum for one pink, and I use Encore's textured in party pink, and I also used Pop Tones Razzleberry, that's the darker pink, for all of the pink actually, for the roses and the tulips as well as the hearts. Here my glue got, I think I was running out of glue here. And I love this little, if you have a hard time with your glue bottles, that little gun is handy. So then you see me again grabbing my tape for my dimension. Your dimension just kind of make your layers pop when you have a multi-layered paper designs. And I believe this foam tape I have is from the Dollar Tree. And it's super sticky, so you have to be very careful once you put it down. That is it. And I have dedicated sticky scissors, y'all. Those scissors I'm using right there is just for my home tapes and squares. Because you will mess up your scissors. And I think they were serrated edges and I didn't love them. So now I'm working on my tulips. And I'll probably use liquid glue on this piece because the little stem is so delicate. So you want to be careful when you're putting it down not to tear it. And having good cardstock, at least 65 pound helps, which is, all of these are at least 65, some are 80, I believe. So you see me adding my foam tape again. And I grab my little teeny squares for the ends of the tulip that's skinnier. And look how cute. And again, I add my little teeny squares. Y'all, I probably overdo the foam tape sometimes, but I can't help myself. I just want to make sure things are even on it. And we cover all of the green with the flower portion of the tulips. Again, I grab my liquid glue for this top green layer. And I use for the green Pop Tones Gumdrop Green and Pop Tones Jelly Bean Green. So I just thought those greens look pretty with those pinks. But 12 by 12 cardstock shop has so many different pretty colors. What would probably be fun is using some glitter or shimmer cardstocks. Probably be really pretty for the flowers. Even the hearts. And I'm grabbing my foam tape again. And if y'all wanted even more dimension, you could even like double up your foam tape and give it even more height. But you are using more materials that way and you're making the process a little bit longer when you do that. But I have done that for example, with shaker cards and cake toppers when I wanted, you know, extra height and more space for my shaker bits. Right here are my hearts. And I basically just turned over my hearts and adding my foam tape, and eventually I think I start using less, trying to get a little smart so the process won't take so long. Use a little less tape. And this banner is actually a little quicker to make than some of the others I've designed because the words aren't that long. You just have best and then mom. So not like a happy Thanksgiving or something like that where you have a ton of pieces to put together. But you could also make this in whatever your mom's favorite colors are. You don't have to do pink. I thought about doing purple would be pretty, blue, especially with all of the pretty colors of cardstock that Encore cardstock comes in, especially now with the new colors. I saw so many in my new packet, so many pretty greens and new colors, blues. I can't wait to use some of those. So again, I am doing my foam tape right here. So I cut off the end that didn't have sticky on it. I might have used it and put glue on the back. Y'all, I be trying to save my supplies, but it all stuck. Add an extra roll. I use so much foam tape and foam squares, y'all. I try to keep it on hand. And we're almost done with putting together my little hearts. Counting how many I have left. I have 2 more left. Just think of other ways you could probably use this file, the flowers and the hearts, you know, not just to make a banner. You can scale them a little bigger and put hearts around the house and decorate for Mother's Day. Make extra pieces. Especially the center hearts that doesn't have the holes in it. My last heart. You see my sticky scissors are super sticky right now. Then after we put together this last heart, I am going to put the letters on top of the heart. Y'all see I even have black foam tape. I was excited when I saw that black foam tape. I had to buy it. Because I do a lot of black letters and white letters, so I do use the black quite a bit. And these are my little black squares. I even have the little skinny strips. Those are little skinny foam tape strips. They come in handy for card making. Yeah, we're gonna try and speed through this a little bit more and get through all of these letters. But you see I use a lot of foam tape, y'all, and my little mini dots. And you just have to kind of guesstimate and see, you know. And you may not want as much foam tape as me. You may not even want to use foam tape on your letters. You may want to just glue them down, which would be a lot simpler and quicker. Because you may not have all the different foam tapes that I have. It's just what I like. My preference, you know. And once I get all the letters down and on, I'm super happy with everything, how everything came out. And I went through my stash of twine and picked out the light pink that I had. So I thought it would look pretty with all the different pinks. against that raspberry pink. It looked pretty. So what I like to do is to leave my twine on the roll so that I don't have to guess how to cut it. Like the lengthwise, I start kind of going backwards. I'll start with the last thing that you would see on the banner. So on here you saw me start with the rose, and I went M-O-M and ended with the rose. And that way I can kind of guess about how much string I need. I can add to the left and right before I cut my string. And then once I think I kind of guessed how much I need to hang my banner, I cut the string from the end of the roll. So you see me doing it again here with the best part of the banner. I put a tulip on, then I strung my T, my S, my E, and then my B, and then another tulip. And that way again you can guess without cutting your string too short about how much string you want. And I always probably have a little extra, too much maybe, but I'd rather have more than not enough. And that is the end of the video. I hope y'all like how it came out, and thanks again for watching, and subscribe to 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop for more great tutorials like this one. Thanks. Bye.